It's FRE, Flawless Rain Entertainment Incorporation. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. It's flawless, yo. Coming out. Flawless, 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 flawless rain, flawless. She got you covered. It's flawless radio. Flawless, 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 flawless rain, flawless. She's loaded, fearless, oh, flawless, 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 flawless rain, flawless. She got you covered. Flawless rain entertainment. Flawless, 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 flawless rain, flawless. She's loaded, fearless, oh. It's another moment for inspiration and talks. Time to rock minds, time to let go of your past and catch some fun, catch some fun, catch some fun, catch some fun. Life is all about your happiness. If you need a place to make you feel at home, you can run to Flawless Rain. You can get it right, yeah, yeah. Flawless, 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 flawless rain, flawless. She got you covered. It's Flawless Radio. Flawless, 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 flawless rain, flawless. She is loaded, fearless, oh, flawless, 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 flawless rain, flawless.
Yeah, that's me.
Flawless rain entertainment. Flawless, 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 flawless rain, flawless. She is loaded, fearless, oh. No matter how you're down, no matter how depressed you are, it's not over yet. Make another thing too much. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. When you feel down and low, and you feel like giving up, run to Flawless Rain for inspirational vibes to boost you up, to boost you up, yeah. Flawless, 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 flawless rain, flawless. She got you covered. It's Flawless Radio. Flawless, 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 flawless rain, flawless. She is loaded, fearless, oh, flawless, 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 flawless rain, flawless. She got you covered. Flawless rain entertainment. Flawless, 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 flawless rain, flawless. She is loaded, fearless, oh, flawless, 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 flawless rain, flawless. She got you covered. Oh, flawless, 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 flawless rain, flawless. She is loaded, fearless, oh.
Good morning, guys. How you all doing today? How are you doing today? Let me see. Miss Katie, Miss Birchall, Miss Marcia, Facebook and YouTube original. Big up yourself. Miss Val Rose, how you doing? Anyway, guys, this morning I won't be long. Different time, and I know I might not see many of you guys because of the topic or the heading that I have up. I may not see many people today, as I'm saying. Yes, see how fast I'm going to start running already because I see the heading will come up. But today, guys, we're going to talk. We go talk today. All right, so we're gonna talk today. Hey Mo, how you doing? How you doing? Big up yourself. Yeah, so we're gonna talk today, guys. Oh, still a little bit too loud. Hold on. All right, so we're gonna talk a little bit today. All right, we're not gonna stay long. Yeah, and today we're gonna talk a little bit about guys. As soon as your kids are going back to school, It is back to school time. If it is that time of the year where kids are getting ready to go back to school, and I know that many of you parents are preparing their mind, for the task ahead of them. But guys, remember, as these kids are going back to school or heading out to school, I am asking you guys to prep them. Teach them about kids that have autism, the autistic kids. Teach them the things that they should know, because I see where kids are being reported that they are treating other kids who are have some disabilities in a way that it is not what's the word I'm looking for. I can't even find the words in my keyboard. I don't know what's going on my keyboard. I'm gonna be brush for it. Let me get it out. Oof, I got it out. Yes, so your kids, the kids with autism, guys, you have to teach your kids how to be nice, because they're not going to know, because remember, they are kids. That's why they are kids. So they're not going to know the signs to look for. But as an adult, as a parent, you can get up and you can teach your kids, listen, if you go to school and you see like a kid is very slow, don't laugh at that kid. It could be something going on with the kid. It could be autism. It could be some disabilities. So you got to show everybody love. You got to talk with these other kids the way you talk to your friend. You understand? Because when a kid have autism, they're like kind of slower. They will not pay you any mind. They don't do eye contact. We could go on and on the things that happen to those kids. You understand me? So you got to teach your kid how to show love. That is very important. How to show love. It is very important. They have to look for the signs. They have to look for the signs of how other kids behaving. You understand me? Teach them. You can go and Google. I don't have all the signs and all this right now, and I'm too lazy to go search, to do the research. But one thing I can tell you guys, if you sat your kids down, prepare them. They are going out today, tomorrow, next week, at the end of the month. They are going out. Some kids are in session. Some school are in session right now. Other school are getting ready. Like my daughter's school is on the 29th. I always teach her, Chanel, when you go to school, don't look down on any kids, because some kids are slower than some. And reason being, it could be a sickness, it could be a disability. She already knows. She's like, Mommy, I know. You don't have to tell me. I know. But I'm gonna teach her. I'm gonna teach her, to make sure that you never, a kid that don't look at you, a kid that always taking off their clothes is always something. Some kids, you will have some kids just like humming away, or just crying away, or just making some funny sounds. You understand me? That's how they show their sickness. Some will just sit down quietly. You will saw a kid just sat down in a corner and people tearing off their clothes, are not doing something normal. They always do some abnormal stuff. So if you teach your kids how to go out there and just be nice, be friendly, show everybody love. Some of we don't have no love in our heart, so we not teach repeating them to show love. Because we, the parents, don't show love. We don't have no love in our heart. There's no love in nothing but us. Yeah? So if we don't have it, then how we are going to teach our kids? But do we want our kids to be like us? Do we want our kids to even come like us, become like us? No, we don't want that. So we are going to teach the kids them the right thing. We are going to teach them the right thing. So sit your kid down before they go to school and teach them how to be respectful to teachers. Important, you have to teach your kids that. Respect your teacher. If something happened, report it to me so I can take it to the principal, or you go straight to the principal. If you don't feel comfortable, Miss Monica, good morning. If you don't feel comfortable talking to your principal, come home and talk to your mommy. Let your mommy do the needful. Let your mommy go to the principal and make a report. Don't disrespect your teacher, no matter how, because if you disrespect the teacher is going to sit there and the teacher is not going to care about you. The teacher's just gonna leave it there, so you're not gonna learn what you're supposed to learn. When you see a teacher like come and the teacher start paying attention to other kids and not paying attention to you, then it's another thing. You might feel, the kid might feel like, oh, I'm free. The teacher's not paying me any mind. I can do whatever I want to do. But let me tell you, I passed through that so I can talk freely. I passed through that. Williams, good morning. I passed through that so I can feel. I was very disrespectful growing up in school. I believe that because my uncle didn't have money, my teacher can't talk to me. Who are you to tell me what to do? So me no business. Me come a class late. Me no do no work in a class. Me sit down. Me do anything I want to do because teacher not pay me no mind. I thought it was the best thing happening, but it was actually the worst thing happening. Thank you, Miss Williams. It was the worst time of my life. I thought I get away with a lot of things, but at the end of the day, how did it work for me? Work bad. It never worked good. So teach your kids how to respect a teacher. Oh, some teacher can be like a pig. I know that. Of a fact, I know. Some teacher can be very disrespectful too, but it's okay. So not because an adult be disrespectful to a child should be disrespectful. Some of us parents like Flawless. Yes, I am guilty. And that is why I can talk on this topic right now. I am guilty. I am the kind of parents who used to, not with Chanel, but like with my older kids, I used to be like, any teacher couldn't lick them back and run come home and tell them, Mama. I used to be like that. I'm the one where I go up to the school and I'm ready to war a teacher for my child. Was I doing the right thing? No, I wasn't doing the right thing. But my mother never used to let no teacher lick me. Any teacher do me nothing, the people them I go for them. You understand me? So I believe that it was the right thing to do. So I did it with my kids too. But then I realized that it is not so flawless. This is not how we do it. There are different ways to, to do something. Hi, Sherry, darling. How you doing? So I start, doing stuff I learned with Chanel. Because if I was that kind of parent still, maybe they would kick Chanel out of school. I make sure I go to the school on a monthly basis or sometimes twice a week just to make sure that everything is going on. Because I'm a different parent because I learn from myself too. I learned from myself and I learned for myself. You think Katie could have come home from school? I make a teacher lose her job once, but she deserved to lose her job. She held on to Katie in her uniform band and she was using her fist to fist my child in the belly. And at that time, I was kind of, because I know the law now, because I'm working with the law, so I know the law. So I went up to the school and I had a meeting and it wasn't easy. She looked at me straight up and like, you know what, you should train your child at the house. She left my child one day at the school just because she did not finish her work. She left my child in the classroom. In the classroom, school over at 5 o'clock. And after 6, I did not see my child. The gate man was there, didn't know who the child parent was. And the gate man did not leave the school. The gate man stood there with my child until me and my mother go up to the school and go find my kid, sit down in the classroom and sleep. So she did deserve to lose her job. I should have punched her several times in the face. She did deserve that. She did deserve that. But I humble myself and I take it up to the Board of Education. And I wrote them a letter. And I let them know straight up, if I ever come back to the school and that teacher is still there, then I'm going to take the law in a different way. I'm going to get her arrested. I did not even do that. Come to find out, she was a wife to a police officer. So that's why I took it easy on her. So she lost her job because of that. She deserved to lose her job. I'm not sorry about that. But I'm pleading with you guys. Don't make the mistake that I did. Don't make the mistake that I did. Please, I'm asking you. Talk with your kids. Teach them how to respect others, especially the elderly and the kids that have autism. Teach them all those things that they need to know. Because we parents not doing enough. We are not doing enough. We are not doing enough. Some of us are growing up monsters. Have you ever stopped to check your child bags that they're going to school with? Some of them are carrying a knife to school. They have knife for carrying a them bag to school. Kids these days hardly show love. They're rather to mock. I'm telling you. But who is to be blamed though? Sometimes. Who is to be blamed? Because I'm a parent. I'm a mother. I will punish my kids. I will take away their VR sets. I will take away their phones. I will punish them. If I ever get one report about Chanel, I'm punishing her. She could char fire around here. You don't know what I've been through with Chanel. None of you know what I've been through with that little girl, that 10-year-old. None of you know. When she can't have her own way, it's a totally different kid. But what did I do? I still go ahead and punish her anyway. She says stuff from her mouth that even put her in trouble. And I said to myself, hi Rose Kitchen darling, how you doing, sweetie? I said to myself, listen, I am not going to let no government come here in my house to holler and pull me. It better than put you somewhere where you belong. You think she's an easy child? No, she's not. Very smart. But she's not an easy child. Not every child can deal with peer pressure. I understand, no matter how we parents teach them. I understand. But there's always a way, especially when you're in this country. There's always a way. Nothing shame about it. It happened once when she told me, and she believed that she was doing something good. Let me just give you an example. This child went to school. And this child will just take it out on anybody who comes in her way. And she will tell them, I'm going down and I'm taking you with me. Y'all supposed to know what that means. They call me to the school. You know how these people work. They call me to the school. Miss Angela, good morning. I tried my best to grow my one grandson. I take away all his gadgets if he don't do as I say. Okay. You try to scold them, they would run away. Yes, it's somewhat. I'm not, somewhat. Somewhat. But let me tell you, when I went to the school, they said, oh, we have to call 211. I was like, dang, Chanel, I know you did not mean that. Why did you do it? She said, yes, mommy, I meant it. I meant every word. I can't do nothing. Miss Sharon, good morning. I can't do nothing. Let me tell you what she did again. Her sister was combing her hair, and I said I wouldn't talk about it, but you guys should learn from another person's mistake. You know what she did? She did not get her own hairstyle that she need. And she went in the kitchen and she picked up a knife. I'm going to kill myself. And you know what I did? Well, not me. Her sister called the police. She said, Mom, I'm not taking this simple no more. This is unbecoming of her. I'm not taking this simple. And I like, no, she did not mean it. And we called, you know what? We end up in the hospital. The doctor evaluated her and said, I don't see nothing wrong with this child. And then she said, oh, I did it because so and so. So you see, I'm not playing with no children these last days. The moment they start doing something, they have place to put them. And I will put her backside there. If that's how I'm going to get my peace, I will have to do what I have to do. Because you know what? You're not going to know when they are serious. She's a spoiled child. She get everything that she needs. I have a chair like this once. You see this chair? I bought one first for myself. And she said, Mom, I need that chair. I said, take it. I give it to her. And then I bought another one. This cost like $250 or $260 something. I give it to her. And I got another one. Miss Stacy, good morning. No, you cannot play with them. No. You see the moment, Mr. Winston, good morning. You see the moment you start ignoring this child or these kids, the law gonna come at you. How come you did not report it the first time? You see in Jamaica? And how kids will get up and be like, oh, I'm gonna do this to myself, and we laugh. And we even give them the rope and say, go do what you have to do. Go do it. In this a country, show me there. If you ever tell a child that in a joke and a child go report you, are you the law that come holler and pull? So I learn a lot. So she get away with a lot of things. But there are some things, the moment you start doing something, I'm taking away everything from you. She need a VR headset. That cost me what, $500 and something when I bought it. I think they went down to $3 something now. She got it. She need a desktop like mine. She got it. Everything she said she wants, I give it to her. Why? Because I don't want to be in any problem with her. But there are limits that you have to meet up to your expectation too. Miss Prudence, good afternoon. How you doing, darling? Seems so my sis have to take those things serious. Yes. You have an expectation as a kid that you have to meet up to that expectation too. Because the moment that I said do something and you decide that you're not gonna do it, then I'm not gonna do what you want me to do. All my 3 girls was raised this way. Am I a bad parent to try to give my kids everything that they need? I don't know. I don't know if I'm a bad parent, but all my 3 girls and my grandkids, my 3 grandsons, they come in the same way. I will give them everything I have if I can afford it. Everything I have and they need, I will give it to them. Because they're still my sons. Yes, we have to cut them from early. We have to curb them from early. You understand me? In this a country of people not clear. The law not clear. So you have to teach your kids what you want them to know. You can't just, you know what I'm saying? Don't spoil the child. What? Don't save the rat and spoil the child. Something like that. Where you go say? Me remember. But something like that. She's my hardest. My 10-year-old is my hardest. That's how I treat my grandson. But to get a reward, you have to give me what I desire of him. If I ever tell my child right now, okay, you're an honor roll student and you got to keep it up. Or she enters spelling bee. And let me tell you, this girl, I didn't know she was going to, because she was the youngest. She was the only 3rd grade that make it to the final round. And just one word, she left the S off the word. She did not reach she did not beat those kids by one letter. Not one word, she left the S, the letter off the word. So Chanel is very smart kid. She was the youngest that entered. She was the only 3rd grade that entered. It was all 6th and 5th graders. And she was the youngest of all. And I said to her, she did a test after, and I said to her, if you make mommy proud, I'll give you $100. Oh, she like, mommy, you can just give it to me right now. What do you mean? Because that is already done. And believe me, I have to give up that $100. That is Chanel. Chanel is a very smart. Sometimes Chanel talk. Sometimes Chanel say some things. Miss Anita, good morning. I have to go on my computer. I have to go on my phone and Google. Miss Quiana, big up yourself. And go look what the meaning. She know about flowers. She know about nature. She know about science. Anything have to do with those things, social study is something me not like and Chanel love it. Science is something me not like and Chanel love it. Those are the things. It's not a child that you can ask her, what you want for, what do you want for your gift. It's not a child is going to tell you, oh, I need a doll. Oh, I need a toy. Her toys are like gadgets. iPhone 12. Talking about iPhone 12. A person came to the house a few weeks ago. I should say about 2 months ago. And said, I want to get you something for a gift. What can I get you? Shana said, you sure you want to get me something, sir? And he said, yes, I want to get you something. I was talking with your mom and she said, I should pass by to talk to you. So, because I want him to see Chanel. I could have just tell him anything I want to tell him on the phone. But I want him to see Chanel. So I said, listen, come and talk with Chanel. And I brought Chanel in front of him. And when he said, I want to get you something for a gift, what do you want? Chanel be like, And when I hear I walk away. I walk away. And Chanel said, you sure you want to get me a gift, sir? And he said, yeah. Chanel said, how about an iPhone 12? He might say, okay, I'll come back another time. Hold on, somebody will call me. I'm getting a call. Without taking his phone from his pocket. And he went away. I was like, okay, I told you so. Chanel is not the child. The last time I offered Chanel a gift, she wanted a computer for $2,300. You hear me? So I don't do this gifting with Chanel anymore. For Christmas, she wanted a VR headset. And that time it was going like crazy. Meta did just come out with that kind. Mark Zuckerberg did just come out with that kind. And I have to buy it for her. But she's making good use of it. She's making good use of it. She loves it. Hi, Miss Sinclair. That's my grandson, very smart. He teaches me about a lot of things. I'm learning. She said, oh, Mom, you mixing up the present with the past tense. How you, me say, I'm a Jamaican, let me be. And when she ready for class, our Jamaican people, probably I have to hide my face. That girl went to Jamaica 2 months ago. And she like, oh, Mom, nobody speak English. They don't understand nothing I'm saying. They keep asking me, what did you say? Because she's deep. Her English is very deep. It's very deep. And she talk fast. So if you don't understand what she's saying, like me talk just like how you hear me talk now. That's how me talk to her. But she understand, but she cannot speak patois. She cannot talk broken English. We tried with her. Nobody speak English around her, but she cannot. She tell herself she will never speak patois. She tell herself I will never speak patois nor Creole, because her father is Haitian. So he said I will never speak Creole. That's not English. So she not speak patois. When I said Chanel wagwan, she said wagwan. It sounds so funny. If you ask her to say something in patois, it sounds so funny. She won't even talk it. She said, oh, that's not a language. I don't know where that come from. And sometimes I say, girl, you're putting down my country? I said, you putting down my country? That's her. Miss Noreen Kelly, good evening. You understand me? But she's very smart. I wouldn't trade her for no one. Her happiness is very important to me. I'm happy that I can always let her smile. She's my daughter. She's my daughter. But I'm asking you guys. Okay, good night. I'm going to bed now. Okay, Miss English. So I'm asking you guys. I'm pleading with you guys. Grandmas, mothers, teach your children how to show love to other kids. Because you don't know if they're suffering from autism. You don't know if they have some abilities that need to show them love. Since I get to this country, I really know what autistic kids are or autism is. I did not know, because I remember when I was growing up, there was a certain little young girl in my age. I was a kid. I was young then. Yeah, man, me the young one time. Me not just born also. Me the young man. And the kid always sit like, and I be like, me used to call the kid all kind of names. I never know better. And I'm never sure if none of my people didn't know better either, because they never tell me Philip Pitney. They always laughing. So it was something funny. And since I get to this country, I start seeing the same behavior in some kids. Then I realize what I was doing was wrong. You see how old I am now? And you see how old 36 years old I was when I realized that all those things was wrong. What a flash up in the nose. What a flash right up in the nose. You understand me? So you're not too old to learn. You're not too old to learn. So I am just saying, just sit down one day, and just show your kids them, because some of them want to learn. Some of them will learn if you tell them, so listen, do not laugh after some kids that you see making some fun of themselves. Don't make mockery of them. Your teacher is very important for you to respect your teacher. Don't make that mistake. Do not make that mistake, guys. We are really preparing our kids to go back out. And I'm pleading with you guys. Do the meaningful. Sit down and talk with them. Show them the good. Show them the bad. Also, teach your kids how to protect themselves. There's so many things going on out there. If you can find somebody to walk your kids to school, find somebody to go with them. They are young children and they need our undivided attention. As you know, social media took a better part of many of us our lives. So we don't have the time. We do not have that time to sit down and have some meeting with our kids. God, were the days when we used to sit down and we'll talk about, probably the Bible. I don't know if your parents, your grandparents never taught you how to love, how to show love, or even how to respect people. I'm not proud of myself growing up as a child. I did so many horrible things. Yes, I did so many horrible things. And growing up, I tell myself, for me to complete, Miss Garcia, good morning. For me to complete everything that I've started, I want to be a cop. I love the gun. I love the gun. I grew up loving the gun. When I was 13, 14, I used to go to a range with certain police officers that took me under their wing. I was living in Deans Valley. I was going to Petersfield High School at that time. And I loved the sound of the gun. So I wanted to use gun. Until today, I still love guns. Until today, I still love guns. But I'm going to ask you guys, I'm pleading with you guys, have some meeting with your kids, even after school. Even after school, you got to sit down and talk with your kids. Ask them, how was school today? Ask them, how was school today? Check their bags. They bring in knives to school. Even the fork that they eat with is a weapon. I used to bring fork with me. When they start having security at the gate and I can't bring a knife to school, I used to bring knife to school. Because I love fight. I used to love fights. When I can't bring the knife to school anymore, I start bringing forks. Because fork is also a weapon. Check your kids' school bag. There's so many senseless killing going on. And sometimes we try our best, but our best is not good enough. You hear what I said? Sometimes our best is not good enough. We not pay the kids them no mind. Oh, because the school is right down the road. It's okay for a child to walk by herself. I'm not even talking about himself. By herself. So we allow the kid to go out by herself. That child did not return. That child did not return. We start having heartaches. Our child is no more. What are we doing to help our kids? As old as my child is, I'm still trying to direct him into the right path. Amen. True words. We as parents can do a lot more. We can pay so much attention. The same way how to get up. And as I hear ping pong on the phone and I jump on Facebook. Even for the day I work and I hide in the bathroom and I miss it so. I type to hear when I talk that all the time. Say I work on a day. I work on a day. I want to in the bathroom and peep. And I miss it so. I want to say it. So, the time we take to be on social media. Thanks for a life learning lesson you give on your platform. I wish many would listen and learn in a positive way and stop learning over here. Way and stop tearing. Oh, okay, tearing over here down. Okay. They can do whatever they want to do, Miss Noreen. I ain't looking. Y'all know me. I will come out and talk on something, but I don't dwell on it unless I see the need to. This right here is me. This right here is me. And I will continue to be me. Nobody can change me. I will continue to do what I should do and what I'm going to do. I will continue. Ain't nobody can change me. I am who I am. I can't be led by a string. I'm not a puppet. All I'm asking you guys to do, grandma, or should I say grandma's grandfather, because see male over here. Your daughter may be young. Your daughter may not even know how to treat a child because she's so young. I'm asking your grandparents, help. Help when you can. Hi, Shalina. How you doing, darling? As parent of a child with autism, is said to be a child with a disability. But for me, I say it's a different ability. Okay. Pay attention to your kids. Grandparents, they are still your kids. They need you now more than ever because the parent or the parents not paying any attention. Sometimes the mother and the father is no more. They split and they take it out on the child. Who's suffering? The child. The child is suffering because, oh, me and the girl not there again, me now mind no pitney. Oh, me and the boy not there again, me keep pitney got in workless papa. That is so wrong. That is so wrong. A child shouldn't have to suffer for something that my mother or my father did. I shouldn't have to be suffering. I am still a child. I need my parents' love. So the child, becomes something else. The child becomes something else because of how you treat the child. Many of you parents have said this before, and I will continue to say it. Stop calling your child worthless because it did not happen for you and the father, mother. Most times it's the mother doing it. Miss Julie Francis, good morning. Most times it's the mother doing it. Oh, your workplace just like your papa. I heard that all the time. I'm right here. I used to hear those words. You not come to nothing. You're coming just like your pa walk and gamble. But with me, Thank you so much. With me, I never like give people what they want of me. I like to do the opposite. So I held my head high. Even when I heard, oh, you're parring with a lot of boy kids, you're gonna get pregnant in school, I was like, hey, no boy gonna touch me. None of them not touch me because that's what they want to see happen. I was like a tomboy, so no boy would look at me. No boy would look at me because I'm like a tomboy. I surprise everybody. So kids, I know I may not have any kids on here, but I have kids who watch me. And you know what I want to go back to do? I want to go back where I will talk with my kids. I'm going to try to do every Sunday evening to have a dialect, to have a group of kids, just to call them, to encourage them. I don't want to encourage you grown-ass people. Sorry for my French. You already grown. There's so much that I could teach kids because I'm a mother. I'm a parent. And I wouldn't want, even though words used to come from certain people's mouths, I have a grandma who cherished me. I have a grandma who would give me everything I need in this world. May her soul rest in peace. I never lack of anything. Nothing growing up. I have a child that I'm like talking to on a one-on-one basis. My son has autism, but that don't change in fact that he need to be treated different. Love them the same. My son don't look it, don't act it. If only time you will have an encounter with him for the question to be asked if he have a tantrum. Okay. I would love to talk with my kids. I'm gonna use another channel for that. I have a channel called Young Talent TV. I wouldn't do this because there are times when I'm gonna come out here to do lives, and I wouldn't want my kids to tune in and saw me acting up. I'm trying not to anyway. But I want to talk with my kids. I want to have my kids call in and tell me what's on their mind, what's troubling them, what's bothering them. I'm going to try to do this every 4 o'clock. You remember when I used to do it 4 o'clock giveaway? And I think I will have some special giveaway for my kids. Y'all think it's a good idea to go back with my kids even one day a week? I think nobody's doing it right now, so I want to continue to do it. But again, this is flawless. So I say, I'm going to do it, everybody go run, go do it. But I say, go, once you're caring for the kids, that's all I care about. Don't tell your kids them that them going to turn worthless or they're coming to be nothing in life. Because your mouth, there's always power in the tongue. Very good idea. Thank you. I endorse that. Thank you. I have always talked to my daughter about making sure everyone around her feels included. Never let others sway her from doing that. Yes, Miss Julie. I want to sit here every Sunday evening, and I choose Sunday because most time kids and family home on Sundays, and I would want them to be, guarded with a guardian. I always feel something for kids. The amount of God kids that I have. Hey Joanne, what's up? the pan me live, what one? No, ma, you're not the panning. That's all right. Me call her back and me done. All right. Mothers, stop taking out what did not work for you on your children and your kids. Stop it. You're hurting them. You're destroying them mentally, physically, and emotionally. You're destroying them. What did not work out for you and him, don't take it out on your child. If you're doing something with the kids, I will get mine to come and listen. Yes, I have to go back, Miss Jolie. Many kids need somebody that they can talk to. But they're not gonna. And mothers, I am no counselor. I'm not pretending to be one. But if your kids are afraid to talk to you, have your kids talk to somebody else. Because sometimes the kids are going through so much that you, the mother and the father, don't see, and they're not telling you guys. But they will open up to somebody else. Have them talk to somebody who, like a licensed person. Somebody, you have people, you have pastors. Have them talk to somebody. My daughter is 10 years old. And I have a person that I took her to talk to. She used to go every week. Then she started going once a month. Then she's going whenever time she needs to talk to somebody. Because sometimes she don't want to talk to me. Let me give you one little thing about my little girl that happened just this week. She went to Jamaica and she met this young guy, 15 years old, but it's like my other daughter, half brother. And they exchanged number. She's 10. And she came to me the other day and she said, Mom, hey Joanne, love you, my friend, nice seeing you. Mwah! Blessed love, girl. Yes, guys, big kiss after what woman. Mwah! Come on, no mind Simoti, you know. And she said, Mom, I'm uncomfortable talking to this boy. I said, what happened? Oh, he's asking me to send him naked pics. And I was like, I blocked him. So get your children to open up to you. She's 10. She could have hid it from me. Yeah, she could have hid it from me. But no, she came out. And she talked to her mom about it. That's the relationship me and my daughter have. And I called the little boy and I said, I'm not going to curse with you because you're a child. But don't you get another number to text my daughter or else. And he was so respectful. Let me tell you, he talked to me with so much respect. And that's another person's child. I did not call the parents because the mother would not want to talk to me because she have a child for my baby father. So, you know, those kind of mix up. So I know she wouldn't want to talk to me. And if she disrespect me, I was going to disrespect her. But that child is a child. I see that boy as my own child. And I talked to him like I would talk to my kid. And he said, okay, Mom, I won't do it again, Mom. Some people, they will go after him. They will class him. They will cuss him out. But because I am a mother, I talk to him with respect. They all make mistakes. Again, mothers, be a part of our children's life. Be a part of your kids' life. Let they can open up to you and tell you everything that's going on in their life. One of my daughter, when she was gonna have the big SE, she said, Mom, I'm gonna do it. I know if you were here, you would say no. You keep telling me wait until I'm 18, wait until I'm 19, well, me at 18 now, I'm gonna do it. It's my birthday. Never forget that. I'm over here and I shed a lot of tears. Couldn't do nothing. Jamaica laws, if you're 16, you can't give consent. So who am I? As a mother, I'm gonna feel it. Again, be a part of a grandkid's life. Oh, but they sit down with for me pitney, and them fi come sit down with for them pitney. No. Our days and now are two different times. Cut out them saying, you know. Me hear wanna say it all the time. When me have my pitney, nobody then sit down with them. I did me have to sit down with them. Give them a break. They are young people. Let us cherish our grandkids. Let us show them love. A lot of grandkids come love their grandmother more than how they love their own mother. My mother, I'm sorry if you're on the live, but y'all know my heart belongs to my grandma. I love my mom. But if I should choose between my grandma, even in death, I will still choose my grandmother because of the bond that we have. I love my mom. She's my mom. She's always going to be my mom. So you see what I'm saying? Grandma, grandfathers. That child probably will come and love you more than the rightful fathers and mothers. Just teach them love. Show them love. Let them know they can come and open up to you. I'd rather to talk to my grandma than go talk to my mother about anything. The first time I have SEX, I went to my grandmother and I told my grandmother, not knowing that my uncle was in the other room and here. And I'm here, what? Yeah, big girl, old girl, and his mother beat me ass same way. And my grandmother stopped it and said she's grown enough to do it. A lot of kids did not wait on her age to do it. Eh? Marcia, nobody gonna tell back Casita say Missy so. A joke me I make. But see, Marcia, them my mother friend. I love my grandma. I would tell her anything, and even in death, I will still choose her. And that is why I talk so much about her. Me born the 14th of August, and she born the 15th of August. I trouble Marcia. Cause I listen. She'll listen right now. She'll come here, but she'll listen. Maybe she'll wash. You see? Me have 3 grandsons. And me fight hard for them love me. Me fight hard. Even though 2 of them go and cockatoo like they don't want to see me. When me go to them like, one of them, as me go down the so in my lap. Next 2, the next one, the little baby, see me, he push me off. Me hold him for kiss him, push me off. He has nothing to do with me. The next one, my name's Zane. Zane, come here. Oh, look at me like so. Who you call? Zane gone. Only Zandre. Zandre is part of me. Zandre make me feel nice. When I go down there, that one I queen, him find me, he make sure I'm coming on my lap and sit down. And he hug me up and he will kiss me. Next 2, fight me for them. But I'm trying to be a part of their life. I say I want to keep them, but they have to go be bigger first and not get no trouble. Because boy, them spending Zandre, they want a whole package. Flawless, I wish my mom was listening to you right now. I don't know why you said that, Miss Monica. You wish your mom was listening to me right now? Oh. But it's the truth, guys. It's the truth. It's the truth. Mothers, I'm going to say this again. We all make mistakes. I'm a Vaseline. Let me have to rub on my lip. I keep licking off my lips so dry. We all make mistakes. My mother used to sit with my kids. My mother used to do it. She wasn't the one who was always said that. I have to give my mom that. When it comes to her grandkids, she loved them. I tired to hear people sit down and talk about, oh, me not talking with no grandpitney because nobody ain't sit down with me them. You're not hurting your daughter or your son. You're hurting your grandkids because sometimes when these young adults want to go out, they take it out on the kids. And damn if I'm gonna sit down and watch nobody do that to my kid with a father and mother, which me know them not do that because them the two there, them ready to work and stay home and look at them kids. Tanya, you have to clap for her. I don't know how she do it. Sometimes 2 o'clock in the morning, Tanya video call me. Zandre they jump up there so, Zen they flick up there so, and the little one sit down and look on them like, what are you guys doing? I have to clap here. I say, girl, you got it. One time I go down there, I say, I go sleep with them. I mean, yard, me come back. Me come right back on my yard. Me, them they pretty there. No, no, nothing about sleep. I double trouble them there, no. So, if you can help out in a young adult, daughter and son, help them out. What we are run down. Come here now. Let me ask you this question. Even though we are still young, I'm young, you know. Me still young. So even though me still young, me run up and down in the Fota Road. I'm not like the average grandmother who love to go party. I don't do that. The moment my 2 girls them come of age and them start them party life, I cut back. I did not cut back because I believe that I am old and I can't fix myself up to go there anymore. No. Me and my kids them not feeling no same dance. Even though my 2 daughters them always want to bring me go places with them. That's a different story. Especially Katie. She love me to be her parent partner. As old as I am, my second daughter. She always want to me go a club. But me don't see myself doing that anymore. I did enough already. So if my kids them come up and them want to go party, and if it's me to go babysit for them to go, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So if mothers, if you can help your kids now to do these things, please do it. Help them out so that them can free up their mind, because sit down with kids not easy, you know. I remember sometimes the way how the kids come is not something that they were planning for. It come. What we are gonna do? We're not gonna tell them to go abort it. No. We go advise them to keep it. So sometimes the mental space want clear up. Them just want somebody to help them with the kids. If my daughter ever hear my sister right now, it was a mommy, so we there. Come down the yard, no? Sometimes them just want, you think sometimes I'm not sorry for Tanya. I'm sorry for her sometimes with 3 kids. One time she get one, she get 2. Ooh, that's alone a trouble. And then she go get the next one. Because they are young people. She's married. And they're trying to have their kids early. So that they can grow up and everybody can come work and be happy. So they plan out their life. But you think that sometimes she just want to, sometimes she said, Mommy, me come to your yard. She let me picnic with the father and she come up here. I come lock up in the other room and sleep. I wish I could go down here and take those 3 kids, but I can't. The man are no normal. Well, the little baby, very quiet. We can't work with him because once him have food to eat and him body dry, and him can watch TV, him good. But the next one name's Andre and Zen, the twin them, but if I go run back at them, I want to go east, and I like it when them are going in the same direction. One is going to go east, one is going to go west, and I'm going to be tired. I can't deal with that. We take one, you know. We take one. But must be the baby. All I'm saying, guys, as I'm closing now, I'm still pleading with you guys. Be a part of your kids' life. All right? May God bless you. I hope you all having a wonderful day. And I will see you when I see you. All right? Peace out.